Most restaurant owners think they're in the food business. They're wrong. Starbucks doesn't sell coffee, they sell convenience and community. Louis Vuitton doesn't sell bags, they sell status and luxury. And your restaurant, it doesn't sell food, it sells an experience and feeling, a moment that we'll either remember or forget. The moment you understand that, everything changes. Your margin goes up, your staff retention goes up, your guest loyalty goes up. I learned this from Japanese culture. It's called Omotenashi. And in the next 8 minutes, I'm going to break it down into 3 principles you can implement in your restaurant starting this week, using a story from 2-day event we did in Akai Sushi that changed how I think about everything. Let's get started. Before I get into the Omotenashi, I want to lay one foundation because without this, nothing else makes sense. I come from marketing. I've run creative agency for over 10 years. First thing you learn in the branding is this. What you sell is never really what you sell. Think about it. Nike doesn't sell shoes, they sell athletic identity. Apple doesn't sell computers, they sell creativity and status. Disney doesn't sell them theme parks, they sell magic and childhood memories. So when I came into Akai Sushi, I didn't think how do we make better sushi? I mean, our sushi is pretty good, but I thought what the experience are we selling, and what we're selling is this, a place where people connect, where they step out of their day and sit down at the table. Someone else take care of them. The food is a vehicle. The hospitality is the product. That's the foundation. Now let me show you what happens when you really actually live that in the real restaurant. Okay, so we did a 2-day event at Akai Sushi called the Kaitai Show. For those who don't know, Kaitai is a Japanese tradition of breaking down the whole tuna in front of guests. It's a ceremony. It's a spectacle. It's a full experience. We charge $150 to $200 per person. Premium pricing, right? We planned everything. The execution on night 1 was technically perfect. Service was smooth, food was incredible, everything ran on time. At the end of the night 1, I felt something was off. The leadership team felt it off too. So we couldn't explain it first. Then my friend who came night 1 gave me a feedback and then changed everything. He said, well, it was fun, but it wasn't the fun we actually have at Akai. I was like, what's that mean? That one sentence hit me really hard and made me think about it because he was right. We had to charge premium. In our heads, premium meant be professional, be polished, be formal, no music, button-up service. We were trying to be something we weren't, but Akai isn't stuffy fine dining restaurant. Akai is energy, Akai is connection, Akai is a place where people have real night out. For the night 2, we made one change, one big change actually. We turned the music up. That was it. That was the only visible change we made. And here's what happened. Staff immediately got more positive. The energy in the room shifted. I started moving faster. Guests started staying longer. And then most importantly, beverage orders went through the roof. Because when people are having fun, they order more drinks, you know? Same food, same staff, same price. And it all came from one shift. Authenticity over formality. That is Omotenashi. Not what you do, but energy and care behind what you do. So what is Omotenashi? Omotenashi is a Japanese word that means wholehearted hospitality, but the literal translation is deeper than that. It means anticipate what someone needs and provide it before they ask. In Japan, hospitality isn't a job description. It's a mindset. It's a cultural value. You see it everywhere, from Michelin star restaurant and the McDonald's in Japan. When I was growing up, McDonald's staff in Japan was so good and smiled and greeted you properly and gave you excellent service for $1 meal. Not because they were paid more, because they cared. That care is what Omotenashi means. I mean, when you go to Japan, McDonald's, there is actually on the menu called Smile, and it is free. And I'm going back to break it down into 3 principles that you can actually implement in your restaurant using my Go 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 Sprint framework. So quick reminder of Go 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 Sprint framework before we go deeper. Go means 5 in Japanese. Your restaurant operates at 3 speeds. First go, 5 days. This is Kaizen, daily improvement. What did we fix today versus yesterday? Second go, 5 weeks. This is Omotenashi, the culture and training cycle. Can your team shift their mindset in 5 weeks? Third go is 5 months. This is Shokunin, mastery. Are your people operating at the highest level of consistency? And for owners thinking about expansion, location, legacy, that's another layer. 5 years. Maybe you should think about it. Maybe you don't. That's up to you. But for the management, today we're going deep on the second go. 5 weeks, Omotenashi. Here are the 3 principles. So principle 1, anticipation. Omotenashi means giving people what they need before they ask. In a restaurant, this looks like server notice a guest water glass halfway down and then refills it without being asked. A host sees a couple walks in what looks like a date night and seats them with a quieter corner without being told. A line cook sees the expo is backed up, starts plating a garnish without waiting for instruction. Anticipation is everywhere. Anticipation is the difference between reactive service and the proactive hospitality. Reactive service waits for the guest to raise hand. And proactive hospitality sees the needs coming before their hands goes up. Your guests will never say, wow, they anticipated my needs. Well, isn't that be cool? But they'll just say, I love that restaurant. I don't know why. I just always feel taken care of there. That feeling is called Omotenashi. Okay, principle number 2, proactive mindset. This is where the most restaurants fail. They train staff on what to do, but not how to think. And there's massive difference. When you only train on task, staff waits to be told, chef calls for a plate, line cooks brings a plate, manager asks for a count, server gives the count, guests raise their hand, server looks over. Well, but when you train on mindset, when you teach your team to think one step ahead, something changes. The line cook brings a plate and garnish before being asked. The server does table touch before manager ask. The host notices the wait time is backing up and proactively communicates with guests before they get frustrated. Proactive mindset, nobody waits to be told. Everyone is already thinking about what needs to happen next. This is a second goal in action. 5 weeks, consistent leadership modeling this behavior. You show them what it looks like. You reward it when you see it. You correct it when it's missing. 5 weeks, that's a culture shift window. So principle 3, the teamwork spiral. This is the most important one because it explains why some restaurants feel effortless and the others feel chaotic. Even when they have the same staff and the same menu, when Omotenashi is alive in your restaurant, it creates upward spiral. One person anticipates the need, another person sees that raises their game. The energy in the room goes up. Guests feel it. They stay longer. They order more. They tip better. Staff makes more money. The staff feels more motivated. The spiral goes up and up. But when Omotenashi is missing, you get downward spiral. Leadership has to tell manager what to do, and the manager have to tell the staff what to do, and the staff waits for guests to ask. Guests feel ignored, energy drops, people leave early, checks average goes down, staff gets frustrated. It goes down and down and down. The Kaitai Show night 1 was a mild downward spiral. Not because anyone did anything wrong, but because energy wasn't there. Night 2, we turned the music up. The upward spiral started. The staff got positive, guests stayed longer, beverage orders went up. One small shift changed the entire trajectory of the night. That's the teamwork spiral, and it starts from the top. How do you actually teach this? 3 ways. First, tell stories, not instruction, stories. When I was young, my baseball coach came to my grandma's house for dinner. He wanted to smoke a cigarette. My grandma asked me to bring an ashtray. So I brought ashtray to my grandma. My grandma is sweet, but my grandma looked at me and said, where are the matches? I told her, you didn't ask me to bring matches. She looked at me and said, you should have known. How does he smoke a cigarette without matches. It stuck to me, and then this story sticks. That's a whole lesson in 30 seconds. If you tell your staff anticipates guest needs, they might forget. They will forget. And if you tell them a story, they will remember the story in every shift. The second, align the incentive. Different people are motivated differently. Some staff are motivated by money, probably most of them. But tell them every time you do proactive table touch before being asked, your tip percentage goes up. Here's the data. Show them the numbers. Money motivated people will change fast. Other staff are motivated by system. Give them the checklist. Build the anticipation into the standards operating procedure. At the 10 minutes mark on the entree or serve, do a table touch when the water is 1/3 full and then refill. Make it in a system, not a feeling. Third, lead by example. You can't teach Omotenashi from your office. You have to be on the floor. You have to be the first one to refill the water. You have to be the first one to anticipate the guest need. Go open that guest door. Your team will watch you and follow. That's the second go in action. 5 weeks of consistent storytelling, aligned incentives, and then leading by example. That is upward spiral. By week number 5, you will know exactly who has the Omotenashi mindset and who doesn't. Alright, here's what I want you to take away from this video. Your restaurant is not a food business. It's a hospitality business. The food is a vehicle. The experience is a product. And the experience is built on Omotenashi, anticipating what people need. Build the productive mindset in your team and the creating upward spiral where everyone raises their game. This is the second goal of my Go 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 sprint framework. 5 weeks, Omotenashi. You spend 5 weeks building this culture, telling stories, aligning incentives, leading by example. At the end of the week 5, you know who gets it and who doesn't. That one who get it becomes your culture builders. That who doesn't, well, you have to be honest conversation and then you decide what comes next. 5 weeks, that's all it takes to know. So here's what I want you to do this week. Pick one of the 3 principles. Anticipation, proactive mindset, or teamwork spiral. Just one. Tell your team a story about it. I know you can come up with a story about it. One story, see what happens. If you want the full Go 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 sprint in the framework as a free PDF, 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 months, and the ownership in the 5-year layer, I want you to DM me on the Instagram, brosuke.jp. DM me, go, go, go. I will send it to you. I have a Project X. Well, if you want to know that, you should follow me and subscribe because that will make you more money and then save you time. I promise you. If you don't want to miss that, subscribe, hit the bell. Peace.